I'm saying that at her...
Do you remember it or do you not, Ms. McCabe? That's a simple question.
That morning, I don't remember specifically what I Googled, but I do know what you've put out to the social media.
How about this?
Oh my God.
Costs long to die in cold. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
Why does that sound so familiar?
It's been
Because
everywhere.
you put it out in social media.
Well, I haven't put anything out in social media because I don't personally have social media.
I'm sorry, Turtle Boy did.
So if the world happens to know it, that's not on me, is it?
Correction. Judge Beverly Canoni published this exhibit on the courthouse website. That's how we all know about it, ma'am.
I guess not.
I guess not.
Ooh, she hurt herself there.
Cold is what you put in to the Google search, right?
Oh my God.
Costs long to die in cold is what you put in to the Google search, right?
If you say so.
She's saying
Is
that's
there
what
a reason that you don't want to admit to that?
She's like, that's what you say I said. She's really saying that's what you say I said, but I don't think that's what I said.
This does not make a witness look good. When it's like, ma'am, you've talked about the harassment. You've talked about the high profile nature of this case. Are you being honest and being serious that you don't know what the whole Google search is that you asked and you don't know the language you asked, ma'am? Are you being serious? Because it seems like you're just trying to be difficult. That's what I felt watching this. If she would have just said, how long to die in the cold? I would have been like, okay, all right, next question. Let's see what else it is. I wouldn't automatically condemn her for that. She can still have the argument about the different times, but this back and forth, again, there's parts of the indications it starts to lose credibility during cross when you do stuff like this.
This is, I mean, Bob, just in time, Bob.
Listen, dude, this is everything I dreamed it would be. It's everything I dreamed it would be. Man. Oh, it makes her look so fucking like guilty of something. I don't know what, but like, why wouldn't she
Thank
just
you.
say I Googled?
While she looks at that, Mr. Jackson, can we bring our clerk back upstairs?
Miss McCabe, what'd you have for breakfast? Can I see something to refresh my memory first? Did you have a glass of water with breakfast this morning? Do you have anything I can check to make sure? I don't know if I can trust you.
Move to publish this, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, good. We're going to get to see it on the big screen, everyone.
What does that Google search say?
House long to die in cold.
Now, you indicate that you did that, you made that search at 6:23 a.m., correct?
Correct.
Interesting that the searches are so close. Typos are different, but interesting that the searches are so close together, isn't it?
And then you indicated that you did it again thereafter at 6:24, correct?
Correct.
At 6:24, you misspelled the phrase and you spelled it as follows: how long T-I die in CIKD, correct?
Correct.
That's what the defense is trying to show with all these different searches, that she tried to do the same typo in a later search to say it was something she searched after Karen Reed asked her and not during this alleged cover-up.
You've indicated under direct examination that these two searches were at 6:23 and 6:24 a.m., right?
I don't know if I gave exact times, but I said it was in the morning and Karen had asked me to do it.
Would you quarrel with the idea that those were about 30 seconds apart?
Okay.
And you're aware, Ms. McCabe, that both misspellings of that phrase result in the exact same search results, don't they?
I'm not aware of that, no.
Well, you Googled them, ma'am. You're looking on your phone and you Googled costs long to die in cold and how long to die in CIKD. Both of those. You Googled them, right?
I did, yes.
And they result in the exact same search results, don't they?
I have no idea.
Why the two searches?
She was standing next to me screaming, shaking my hand. My hand was cold. I was trying to Google it.
Standing next to you, was she? You told us that you were sitting in the car when these searches were made. You told us that you were sitting in the car with Kerry Roberts when these searches were made.
Obviously, maybe whatever came up first, didn't make sense because I had some misspellings, so I did it again.
I don't know, man. I mean, Google's pretty smart. I think they could figure out how to do that. I'm not sure that, but we did it twice because the search results were wildly different. Okay, that doesn't make sense, but all right.
I mean, yeah, anytime you Google something and you get a typo in a part of it, you end up, there's always like a bar at the very top or an indication at the very top of the page where it says, did you mean this thing, idiot? Almost like it's like Google's telling me like, you're a dum-dum and you misspelled this, but we know what you mean. And then they give you all the results. Like that's, I mean, anyone knows that that's what that is.
So Hoslong to die in cold results in articles concerning dying of exposure, doesn't it?
We never got the chance to read it.
Well, you're the one, when you say we, who's we?
Karen and myself.
Well, you're the one holding the phone, Ms. McCabe.
Correct.
Why wouldn't you, like, if she's screaming at you, why wouldn't you provide a result?
So you're looking down at your phone and you see exactly what comes up, right?
I don't remember exactly what came up.
Well, what came up was something about dying of hypothermia, didn't it?
That's what she asked.
So why do it again? Why do it again, Miss McCabe? You had the result.
Right.
Why the second search?
Brilliant.
I cannot answer that beyond telling you that my hands were frozen. She was shaking me and screaming at me.
That's not an answer, lady.
And you see,
if you Google something and it gives you the answer that you're looking for, no matter what your typos are, why are you typing again unless you're trying to match a search that you did at 2:27 in the
You see
morning?
this first search that says Hoslong to die in cold?
I do.
But that doesn't make sense because if you wanted to get an answer on Google and I type in what time is the Mavs game and I type it in MAYS and it comes up with the time of the Mavs game, why do I need to search it again? Especially with the same typo I had a different time, right?
What's that time?
You've got the
2:27 a.m.
2:27
AM or PM?
a.m.
Wow. That's an amazing coincidence. It's so weird that 3.5 hours before you'd have any reason to search it, you just so happen to be searching the exact same thing that would become material 3.5 hours later. Wow, that's a lot of prognostication, man.
You made that search at 2:27 a.m. because you knew that John O'Keefe was outside in your sister's lawn dying in the cold, didn't you?
It's amazing. Once again, the Celebrite data. The Celebrite data once again provides these incorrect records, just like we saw earlier with the phone logs, right? I mean, John's phone is reporting phone calls that were made, but your phone somehow doesn't have those phone calls received. That's amazing.
Don't be suspicious.
I thought before the argument was going to be, no, it wasn't 2:27. The records are wrong. It was actually 6:23. From opening statements, that's what I thought the argument was going to be. The fact that she did it twice and had to do it double time to get the right typo, that's why I felt personally this was the single worst piece of evidence for the Commonwealth to prove that Karen Reed did this and that there wasn't some kind of weird involvement with other people there that seemingly knew John O'Keefe or somebody was lying outside in the cold at 2:27 a.m.
Absolutely not.
To cover your tracks, you searched it again in order to overwrite the original search at 2:27, correct?
Again, absolutely not.
Looking at the jury.
You were nervous and you screwed it up. So the first search you made at 6:23 was Hoslong to die in CIKD, wasn't it?
No.
You're conducting phantom searches, or your phone thinks it's conducting phantom searches. Your phone is searching for you somehow. This critical information, the Celebrate data is wrong once again. Wow, all these reports are wrong in a way that seems to implicate you. That would provide you what we call in the trade guilty knowledge. because there'd be no way for you to know to Google this except that you were involved. So you have guilty knowledge. Yeah, that doesn't look really convenient for you in your story, does it? Nope.
Now, I'm just going to say here, the problem with that theory is that you basically have to have opened Safari, held Safari open, and just kept it open, like tapping the screen to keep your phone from locking for 4 hours.
When you see the search right there, correct?
I see the search, but I disagree with your narrative.
And what's the time frame of that
Her
search?
narrative.
I disagree with your narrative. She's saying she didn't make the 227 one, that was not a search that she did.
You disagree with the narrative because the narrative is I had knowledge when I wasn't supposed to, or maybe it's a pocket dial. It's a pocket search. The pocket somehow opened up the browser and typed in this exact phrase. Maybe your pocket did it. Maybe the pocket's the culprit. Has anyone investigated the pocket for the murder?
And what's the time frame of that search?
6:23.
And you agree that that time frame is accurate, right?
Again, it's what the report says.
And that comports with your memory of that morning, about 6:23 in the morning and 51 seconds.
Correct.
Uh-oh. Was the one that got deleted the 227 one? Is that what he's gonna enlighten us with? Because that would be just absolutely chef's kiss for the defense.
There's a second search, correct?
Correct.
And this one,
I'm hopping on the train that this woman Googled
at
how long
6:24,
to die in the cold at 2:27 a.m. If
Says
that
how
puts
long
me on
to
the
die in
conspiracy
cold.
train, I don't know. But she's lying about it.
6:24:16, correct?
You
Correct.
don't want to know why. That's
I'm
what
sorry, 18.
I want to know why. You want to know
And
why?
that comports with your memory as well.
I remember Googling it at the request of the defendant. Yes.
About 27 seconds apart, correct?
Yes.
But the reality is your first search didn't comport with the 2:27 a.m. search, did it? It was a different spelling, wasn't it?
I never searched a 227. That is not reality.
But the 6:24 search did
That is not
exactly
reality.
mirror the search that, according to this report, took place at 2:27, correct?
I'm sure Celebrite will be able to explain it to you. I can't.
And then of those three searches, one of them ended up deleted. Isn't that right?
I never deleted any search.
Or 20 phone calls.
Take a look
I've never seen
at the
Celebrate
report.
oopsie say
search.
something was deleted that wasn't deleted.
The column marked deleted.
And I mean, that was kind of an aha moment too. It's like, you had three searches. One of them gets deleted. Which one do we think gets deleted? The one the defense is trying to point to as a cover-up.
You know, when there was that whole movie about like the lovers putting in letters to each other in mailboxes, but the mailboxes convey the letters through time. You know, you do understand that time traveling mailboxes are not really a thing. It was just a story device in that one movie that you can't really send messages backwards in time. Yeah. Maybe you did it. Maybe you deleted it.